Well, welcome back to June's Muttonchop Mantle for June. I just said that. So I've been looking at some of the comments coming over while I've been waiting. And Paul Gilson, I think we need to find out where you live so that when I take your advice and shave off my 1800 sideburns, people can show up to their house and congratulate you or to thank you for suggesting that. How's everybody doing? So glad you could make it. I was just kidding with you there, Paul. I was just messing around. I'm glad to see everybody here. There's been a lot going on. Yeah, I do too. I get a lot of compliments about my mutton chops. I guess I'll wear them well. So that's good. I'll tell you a story. When I first started the channel, and it started to get, kind of popular, and I got, I think I was around 50,000 or whatever. Me and Mike were at a Renaissance fair, and he, for some reason, I don't know how it popped in his head, he just looked at him and says, "You realize you'll never be able to shave those mutton chops off ever again, right?" I said, "Yes, I can. I can do that if I want." He goes, "No, then you wouldn't be Muttonchop Piper." I'm like, "Oh, whoops, you're right." So, so he's right. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you what's going on. So we're in a new location today. We're in Mike's studio. He's been working really hard, and it's been really, really hot. I mean, it's really hot here. So he works out. He's an IT tech, so he goes out and has to work on different IT things, and sometimes he's outside in the heat. And so he's been telling me he's been outside in the heat for a few days. And I said, "You know what? I'm going to come to you." So instead of him coming, getting all this stuff together, coming all the way to my house, I just gathered up my stuff and decided to come to his house. That way, give him a break. He can relax and rest, and I won't have to do the long drive to my house and long drive back. So, and in the background, you can see there's a lot of different vintage video game systems and video games. He is a vintage video game nut. That's all me. I'm a pipe tobacco and pipe, everything to do with pipe nut. I love tobaccos. I love smoking my pipe. I love all that kind of stuff. Well, he's the same way about vintage video games. He goes to vintage video game conventions. He goes out every so often and checks out yard sales, see if anybody has any. I think what he's looking for is he's looking for someone that has a game that he doesn't have, and one that he loved when he was a kid, and he comes across one. Some lady is getting rid of her son's video games that he doesn't want anymore, and he comes up to a vintage video game that he used to play as a kid, and he's like, "Oh, I've been looking for this for years. I love this game," and kind of thing. So that's where we are now. So I hope that explains it. So how are things going with everybody? My first computer was a Sinclair Spectrum 16K. Mike, do you know what that is?
It's an old computer.
Yeah. How old are you, Ancient Tech? Do-it-yourself channel. Need a pipe blend that has a rich, satisfying taste. Muttonchop Piper, do you have any recommendations? Rich, satisfying taste. Well, the one I'm going to be smoking today is pretty much that. GOP Montgomery. Especially if it's aged. And I'm telling you, this Aiden Silva, if you get a blend that's got Virginia in it, cellar it for about 5 to 7 years, and you will be amazed at the difference, how rich, how deep the taste is. So yeah, look for anything that has Virginia in it, and cellar it, because you will absolutely love it. All right, so I explained to the guys that are in our membership program. I do a short live stream for them. I want to give you an update on what's going on with my health. Everything is going well. After when I talked to you before, I think I'd just gone through the bone scan and the CT scan to see if I had cancer anywhere else in my body, and I did not. It was the only place I had it was in my prostate. So then they set me up for what a thing called CyberKnife, and it's a newer kind of way to get rid of cancer in the prostate. They had several options. One was to remove it, which I didn't want, because I've heard, sometimes it works for people, sometimes it doesn't. They told me they could do another type of treatment that's sort of kind of like a shotgun kind of thing. They send radiation into that area about 70 times and hope they get it. He didn't recommend that one. He said it's just long and drawn out, and sometimes it doesn't work. So he said, but the CyberKnife is 95% accurate. So I said, okay. I said, sounds good to me. Let's do it. They told me I could have waited and just watched it, but let me tell you what happened. So my boss at work, he had the exact same kind of cancer I had, but he had it 2 years ago. Same numbers almost, but he elected to watch it. Watched it. So every year, I think he had to go through, getting a biopsy, getting scans, and all this kind of stuff. Well, up to the last one he just had done, it had stayed the same. But he just had one done about a month ago, and it went from a little small piece to it kind of blew up fast. It started to grow fast. So he didn't have an option. His only option was to have it removed. And his wife, I think, tried to get him to get treatment 2 years ago, like I did, but he resisted. So now I think he's a little bit he wishes he had done what I did. Reason why I did what I did, the main reason was because I didn't want to have to go through all that stuff again. I didn't want to have to have a CT scan, and then get another biopsy, and then do all this stuff all over again. I just wanted to continue on. It was sort of like being on a track. You're running, right? You're running, and I get to a certain line, and at that line you can stop if you want. But I said, you know what? I don't want to stop. I want to get rid of this, get it over with. I just want to keep going. So I kept running, to get this cyber knife, and it was relatively easy. It wasn't a difficult thing. I had to go on a special diet, which it wasn't restrictive. It was just what it was designed for was to eliminate gas in your system. I had to take Gas X four times a day. Reason why this is this cyber knife thing is very precise. It comes down. It looks like War of the Worlds. You ever see that movie War of the Worlds, a 1950s version? It's got like a spaceship, and it's got this long neck, and it's got this like flat looking thing on top, and it kind of goes around and shoots these things out. So it sort of looks like that, but it's on this arm, and it comes down, and it kind of goes, it stops here, and then it stops here, and then it stops there, and goes here, underneath, here. It takes about 20 minutes to get it done. And you got to do it Monday through Friday. And then once Friday is done, once you get to Friday, you're done. And then all they're doing now is they're going to check my PSA, which is a way to tell if I've got prostate cancer. It went from 6 to 11 in about an 8-month period. And that's when my regular physician freaked out and he said, "Man, you got to go. You see, a cancer doctor." So that's when we got all this stuff lined up. So my first PSA test will be in August. I think it's the 12th of August. And they said that my PSA should be cut in half. So it'll go from 11 to 5 or 6. The next one will be in December. That one should go half again, which will bring it back to anywhere from 2 to 3. They want it below 1 or below. Most people that have this cyber knife go to 0, and they stay at 0. It's 95% accurate, so I said, let's do it. So once I was done, the side effects were burning urination, low flow, where you try to urinate and you didn't have the strong stream, light stream, which I had both those. Cramping, I had some cramping. My bowel movements would be erratic, which I had that. I know you love hearing all this disgusting stuff, so but I love telling it to you. But all that's gone now. He said in about a month should be back to normal, and I am back to normal. No more burning, strong stream, all that good stuff. So now I'm on the back side of it. I just have to get my PSA checked. All the stuff that I did. So, so I think with any luck, everything should come out just fine. And I made sure I asked him. I said, "Now, could this have been because of pipe smoking?" And he said, "Unlikely." He goes, "I don't think so. The reason why is," he said, "now, if you have throat cancer, mouth cancer, tongue cancer, stomach cancer, yes, I would say that would be attributed. But they did a bone scan and a CT scan, and I have no cancer anywhere else in my body except for right there in my prostate. So that's good news for me, at least. All the pipe smoking I've been doing throughout my life has not done any damage, so that's good. I really appreciate you guys lifting me up and giving me congratulations. I appreciate that. Little Spencer 49. Both my father and stepfather have prostate cancer. A lot of this sounds very familiar. Best of luck to you, sir. So, Little Spencer, are they in remission, or did they have something done to, are they better now, or are they still going through it? Let's see what else has been going on. Oh, and something else he said. I haven't been really smoking all that much. He suggested I didn't because although it is pointed at my prostate, it does get into my bloodstream, and he said any kind of smoking would maybe cause me to get sick, like throw up and stuff. So he said he wanted me to lay off it for a while. So I haven't really smoked a whole lot, but I'm over all that and I'm back to it. So what time is it now? It's 8:30. If you guys got a pipe and you want to, light, pack a bowl and light up, I'm going to be smoking GOP Montgomery today. This is the this has been cellaring for probably about 8 years. Oh man, it's just so fantastic. It really is. The smell is, the scent is just unbelievable. So I'm going to pack my pipe, and if you guys want to smoke with me, feel free. You'll love it, Aiden. You'll love it. It's good stuff. Now, Aiden, how old are you? Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I, so if you let it sit for 8 years, you'll be 29, 30 when you get ready to smoke it. But yeah, that's. Think about me. If I order something today, I'm 63, and I let it for 8 to 10 years, I won't be able to smoke it till I'm 73. So there you go. Good draw. Good draw. Ah,
Oh, that smells good.
no. Gotta increase this. Yikes. It's a little bit too much. There we go. You welcome some of this, Mike?
Yeah, I'll get some of it.
Okay. Wow, it's raining here. Can't believe it.
Whoa.
Texas Moon, sipping on some rum. Gray horse. Have you smoked any vapors before? He said he can hear the rain.
Oh wow, it's loud.
It is loud. E.H. Taylor. He's asking if you have got an old Sega Master System back there.
Yes.
You said yes.
It's just off camera to the left.
I have not. In Nominate, I have not gotten any new pipes lately. Scott, my pleasure. Yeah, it's horrible here, Cameron. Horrible. 98 degrees, 100 degrees with 100% humidity. Gosh. Thanks, J.A. Dal, I appreciate it. Haunted Bookshop Monitor. Awesome. Oh, I know. Really? Every time I smoke a vapor, it's kind of got a sour taste because of the perique in it. The perique, if you got anything that's got a heavy perique, is going to give you that sour taste. Thomas Hayes, it depends. It like really hot days. It's tough to smoke, but I power through it. And usually I'll smoke. Like when I go to the Renaissance Fair, I smoke there. And I'll tell you what, I'm pretty lucky. I've got a wife that will tolerate my pipe smoke. She likes the smell of it, so I'm able to smoke inside my house. Thanks, Mr. Kasimbra. No. Catholic Boss Hog. You use paraffin? No, I do not. I'll tell you what. When you hand seal these, eventually they seal themselves. Because I tried an experiment. I took some of this tobacco, not this blend, but I took some tobacco, put it in one of these canning jars, hand tightened it, and I didn't open it for like 5 years. When I opened it, I had to pry the flat part of the lid off with a back end of a knife. And when I did, you could hear the audible pressure release. And then when I put my hand in there, it was just as moist as the day I put it in. That's what sold me. Oh yeah. Lair hates me. Yeah. No, they don't. No, as long as it's outside. They don't get mad at you for smoking outside. And I do the same thing. I smoke light English, and mostly I do aromatics in the summertime. You know, something with a berry taste. Just, I don't know, just that's what you do in the summertime. Paul R. Keeping the skeeters away. Muttonchop, relaxing. You can see most of our collection in this video. Okay. Growler, growler, no. Do not dry your tobacco in a microwave. Don't do that. I've got a video showing you how to dry out. Just get a pan. If it's really wet, now if it's you know, if it's wet, yes, you want to put it out. Like get like a sheet pan that you use for pizza. Spread it all out and let it set. But you've got to watch it because it dries out quick. So when it gets to a moisture level that you like, gather it up and put it into a canning jar. And you should be good to go. Cameron Schramm, where do you see the future of pipe smoking? Well, it's pretty bright right now. All right, I'm going to tell you guys a story. Now, please do not feel like I'm taking credit, because there's more than just me that are in the pipe smoking community, the YouTube pipe smoking community. But I went to the Columbus Pipe Show back in like 2001 or two, or I can't remember. It was a while ago. So when I got there and I went out to the smoking area, I noticed that there was a split. The split was about 80% of the pipe smokers were 60 and above. 40%, no, it was 80-20. 20% were younger folks. So I went a couple of times, and that's the split. So then I started doing my videos, and other people started doing their videos. And I think that Game Changer, and please don't think, okay, maybe I'm taking credit, but I think that Game Changer was getting people to understand how to smoke a pipe using the breath method. The one thing that turned most people off of smoking a pipe was tongue bite. Some people would suffer through it 2 or 3 times, but after like the 3rd time of getting tongue bite, they're like, screw this, man, I'm not doing this. I don't understand how people can smoke a pipe. It's because they're smoking it wrong. They're smoking it like a cigarette, which is totally wrong. So once people got the hang of smoking a pipe without getting, Mushroom Leg, you might have started out smoking the pipe perfectly correct. There's some people that do. They know how to smoke a pipe instantly. Most people don't. So by using the breath method, learning that, it got a lot of people past that tongue bite, and they started enjoying smoking a pipe. So the last year when I went to the Columbus Pipe Show, it had flip-flopped. 80% of the people that were there, or maybe 60%, were 30 and below, and the rest were 60 and above. So a lot of us, the people that have done videos and that have been part of the YouTube pipe community, have turned it around. And so how many of you guys that are now or are here now use the breath method, and that's pretty much what got you over getting tongue bite? Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to ask, do you guys still use it that way? You guys still smoke that way, or have you kind of modified it some? Paul Lightfoot, buddy, I'm sorry, I think I bought it all. I went to every site. Once I got a taste of it, I went to every site, bought everything they had. There's only a couple of sites that I didn't get it because it was so expensive, but I think I've got 20 cans of it, 20 tins. Sorry, man. Yeah, I can't say it. I'm sorry. MRLK Kasimba. Yeah, I have a bad feeling that we're going to lose a lot of blends. Texas Moon, I do that too sometimes. I'm sitting there smoking, I get distracted, I'm thinking about something else or I'm doing something else. All of a sudden my tongue starts to burn. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I reach to my bowl and I'm like, oh, ow! Because I've been, doing whatever I'm doing and I've just been smoking without thinking about it. I don't know, Mike. Asphalt Lou is asking which day would be best to go, Friday or Saturday. I think they're both good days.
About equal.
Here's the thing, Asphalt Louis. If you come Saturday, there may not be as big a choice of pipes and tobaccos because people have been buying on Friday. Steve Cantrell, I've got a video on that. Go to my catalog, and I think if you put in rehydrating tobacco, and man, it works. It works fantastic. Sorry, it'd be too long and too much to explain to do here. Salatinering. Hello from Iran. Hey man, how you doing? I mean, I know you guys are going through some rough time right now. You guys doing okay? Let's see. This is not feudal packing correctly really help. Me too, yes. Mark's Day. And then to get a good draw also. You got to make sure that you get that draw, because if it's too light or it's too restrictive, it's gonna mess you up every time. Dr. Tomato, thank you, man. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. No, Catholic boss, I have no idea. Thanks, Rooster Rampage. I appreciate it. Nice to have you here. Scott Schultz, it's okay. I think it's the same. I think it's the same recipe as Dunhill's, but it may be different. But I got all Dunhill before they went out of business. So, I mean, I have tried it. I bought Peterson, and it tastes about the same. To me, at least. Yes. Siraj A. Yes. I do not like any tobacco that has burley in it. I'm just not a burley smoker, and Hunter Bookshop is full of burley. So it for me it overtakes the blend. It does not allow any of the other blend components to kind of come through. So yeah, anything that's got a burley in it, I don't like a lot. Cameron Schramm, no. No, deer tongue has a flowery taste, and that's all you're going to taste. So no. I'd stay away from it for now until you're more seasoned as a pipe smoker, and then try it out and see what you think. Because I don't want you to get deer tongue and taste it and go, well, man, I don't like this. Hope not all tobaccos taste that way. Now, that's just me. More people in the chat, they may have a different outlook on it. And if you love burleys, please don't think that I'm hating on burleys. It's like it's like ride a motorcycle. If you ride a Honda, it's fine. If you ride a Harley, it's fine. If you ride a Suzuki, it's fine. They're all motorcycles. Same thing with us. They're all tobaccos. They're just different blends, and different people have different likes. Yeah. I hate that nick hit, man. Jeez. Takes me forever to get over it. I don't know about you guys, but when I take a nick hit, I feel like I'm going to throw up like for hours. Sometimes I think I make myself throw up just to get it over with. Even I try eating candy, soda. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't for me. Crusader of Pluton, hello from France. Hello, my friend. Thanks for coming in. I love H&H Dark Fired. I didn't get enough of it though. So I'm saving the little bit I got left. Really? Crusader of Pluton? Oh, you're a better man than me. Yeah. Ric Flair's hair, yeah. Boswell's is. This is a Boswell pipe I'm smoking. We went to do an interview. I don't know if you saw the video, but I saw this hanging on the wall, and I knew as soon as I saw it, I said I had to have it, and I bought it. So. Yeah, you guys get a chance to go. It's a fantastic shop. Aiden Silva, my go-to favorite pipe is Savinelli. I love my Savinellis. Oh, I love Solani aged burley flake. Okay, so look, Solani aged burley flake. If you take that okay, so I did say I don't like burleys. There are some blends that they don't have a lot of burley in them. Let me explain something about burleys. Burleys are put into a lot of tobaccos to give you that huge volume of smoke. So some blends add a little bit of burley, but if it does not overtake the blend, if it's just so minute that it doesn't overtake the blend, I like it. I don't mind it being in the blend. But when I see a tobacco that has it in there, I smoke it to say, okay, is it going to be overwhelming, or is it there just to give you that volume of smoke? Radimus Maximus 89, no, I've not been to Irwin and Rees in Chicago. Siraj A, no, I've got the 16 Savinellis, but I don't have them dedicated single tobacco blends anymore. I've got, now I just kind of rotate them. But I don't use any of my Savinellis, the 16, for aromatics. They're strictly for English blends. Gotta get a drink. Sorry, guys. Thomas says, yeah. I think I smoke more English blends than I do aromatics, but aromatics are my go-to for the summer. I'd sell that sometimes. The area I live in doesn't have a lot of sidewalks, so I don't want to be walking on the street. Rooster Rampage. Yes, I was a D&D player. Matter of fact, me, Mike, and my daughter, and a few others, about a year ago or so, were playing D&D. We kind of suspended it because others wouldn't show up, but I was good at it. I think it freaked Mike out when I first started using different voices for my character, and I don't think he expected that. I think he was like, okay, this guy knows how to play D&D. Until I asked him, I'm old, and I wasn't really big into the D&D, so I didn't keep up with the rules and stuff. So I had to ask him a lot of questions about, okay, what roll do I use, what dice do I use, kind of thing like that. But yeah, I enjoy playing. Let's see. Oh yeah, I bet. Ironman. That sounds cool. So I was sitting around smoking pipes and playing D&D. Awesome. True in Canada. That is awesome. I'm glad that they're doing that.
Is the video about moisture? Like how much moisture should be in tobacco?
Yes.
Okay,
I think that's it. Yeah. No, I don't think that's it. You can't find the one that's about how to rehydrate pipe tobacco.
I'm looking. I'll find it.
Henry McClellan. I think I spent the most money that I've ever spent on a video game system on a Dreamcast. What I did was at the time when they first announced it, I went and I pre-ordered one. And every week I'd get paid, I'd go and I'd pay a little bit on it, paid it off, and I paid for like 4 or 5 games and a controller and stuff. So when I walked in to get it, you know, I had this, 4 or 5 boxes in my hand because I had gotten all the stuff. It was a great system. Galactic Cruise and Mythwind. I don't think I've played any one of those. Mythwind, I've got that. I just haven't played it yet. Texas Moon. I got the first Nintendo gaming system that was out there. That was pretty fun. I had them all. Well, not all of them, but I had Dreamcast. I had a lot of the Sega systems, Sega CD, Sega, the regular Sega. Yeah, me and my wife played Myst together. That was fun. Yeah, 2600. Did you find it, Mike?
Yeah, I'll post it.
What do you mean? What do you mean, traveling man? You mean anything we got set up to go? Not right now. I think the next thing we're going to do is go to the pipe show in Columbus.
Now that your treatment's over, though, we can plan things.
Yeah, we kind of put things on hold because of my treatments, but now we can start planning stuff. Greenbeard, glad to have you. Yeah. Sega they were up there. They were in the fight. The clincher, they were in the fight. But you're right, once PS1 came out, they just kind of got pushed to the back. I'm just going to call you Milan. Glad that you could come, be with us today. Oh, no, I'm not a Freemason. I'm sorry. If you're asking if I'm looking forward to it, yes. I always look forward to a pipe show. What's the biggest pipe show usually in the U.S.? Columbus, Chicago used to be. I don't know if it is now or not. Light Sky, 7LA 105, Porto Cuervo. 105 is my favorite, and I like pipes that. See, this pipe hat's got like the slight bend to it. That's the kind of pipe is my favorite. Yes, Hayden Silva. Northwoods is good for cellaring. It's got Virginia in it. Just makes it better. Now, do you guys understand why? Do you understand why I say that Virginia, when it has Virginia in it, it's good for cellaring? Do you guys understand what I mean by that? Or why does it have to have Virginia in it? I'll give somebody a chance. No. That's one. No. No. All right. I'm going to give you a lesson. You ready for it? Is everybody ready for the lesson? Rajay, you're correct. Okay. Here's a lesson. Most pipe tobaccos out there, except for Virginia, are they're not sugar based. They're oil based. So if a tobacco, which like Virginia, has natural sugars in it, so what the sugar does is after so long, it starts to ferment, which means it ferments just kind of like grapes do. So when you put Virginia into a tobacco and let it cellar or let it set for so long, that Virginia, those sugars start to break down and they start to cause the Virginia to get a deep, dark brown flavor. Almost looks like molasses. And then what it does is it will kind of, not infect, that's a wrong term. It will combine with the oil-based tobaccos, and it will create a deeper, more velvety, more a sweeter taste, because those sugars have broken down and they have fermented. So I do have a video. I don't know if you can find that one, Mike, but there's a video where I bought a brand new tin of Montgomery. And I compared it to a Montgomery that was 8 years cellared. And you can see the difference. The cellared Virginia or cellared Montgomery is dark brown, where the brand new one is light brown. I think it's called something.
I found it.
This is why cellaring is so important, or something like that. But I'm telling you, it makes so much of a difference. It really does. Dang, sponsor keeps shutting down the screen. They should sell tobaccos. Well, Barney Bailey, I think. Cornell and Deal, I think they do have some that they sell in jars. Eileen's Dream is a good one. I love Eileen's Dream. It's got so many different blend components in it and flavors. It's just really, really good. Briarworks, that's it. Just Gary, that's exactly the ones. Jedediah, hay from Brazil, hay from America. Greenbeard, have you smoked Solani Virginia Flake fresh out of the tin? And can you tell the difference? I can. Red Raider, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, just Gary, yeah. Plastic wrap, do you cellar your Virginias or just straight out of the tin? Alex Garcia, no. I usually the bowls that I smoke out of are medium or small. I'm just I just can't get through a whole large bowl of tobacco. I'd rather finish the whole bowl of tobacco instead of leaving half of it. So I've got medium to smaller bowls is what I smoke with. It is the GL Peace Montgomery, 8 years. I think I said it was 8 years cellared. So it's really deep and dark and flavorful. Cameron Schramm, I tell you what, I don't know if it's Boswell or not. I think I think it's Boswell. Go to Boswell's site. They've got they've got these pipes called magnums. They are huge. Red Raider reloading. Yes, if it's a if it's got Virginia in it and it's a English blend, I do. I don't cellar or I don't. Well, I do. I okay. Let's back up. My aromatics, I put in jars to keep them fresh, but I don't cellar them. Some tobaccos that I get that are in bulk, I'll put in cellaring jars or in canning jars to cellar. Okay, I'd say the circumference. So I'm going to try, and Millard Sky, I'm going to try to give you what a small medium bowl is. A small bowl is going to be 3/4 of an inch and about an inch in height. Medium is going to be about an inch circumference and about inch and a quarter in size. And then a large bowl is going to be circumference of the inside of the bowl is going to be about an inch and a half and probably an inch and a half tall to 2 inches tall. Yeah, Asphalt Louis, I'd love that. I'd love to get 100,000. Um, that would give me that cool looking silver plaque, and that would be so awesome. So I'm on board with Asphalt Louis. 100,000 subs by 2025. No. Bob Lawrence, no, 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 no. Don't. You're going to have a separate pipe. Because, see, okay, so Eileen's Dream is an aromatic. And Plum Pudding and Maltese Falcon are both English. So what you're going to get is you're going to get what's called ghosting. If you smoke enough Plum Pudding and Maltese Falcon in a pipe and then you put Eileen's Dream in it, you're going to get, it's going to throw the flavor off of Eileen's Dream. You'll think to yourself, oh, there's something wrong with this tobacco. It's gone sour. And what it's doing is it's called ghosting. It is taking the remnants of the tobacco, the Plum Pudding and the Maltese Falcon, and it's combining with the Eileen's Dream, and that's what you're tasting. So my advice to everyone that smokes a pipe is that you have dedicated pipes. to aromatics and dedicated pipes to English blends. Yeah, I know, Cameron's trying. I know. I'll never buy one of those huge pipes. JL, I'm glad that you enjoyed the. I love Maltese Falcon. It's my favorite, one of my favorites. Yeah, you got to be careful. Now, Bob, if you like Eileen's Dream, you like aromatics more, then dedicate your regular pipes. Then, if you want, you can buy like some corn cobs for. They're cheap, they're inexpensive, but they're good smokers for your English blends. Plastic wrap. I don't. No, I don't think so. There's only really a couple right now that I know of that have increased in price, that are like outlandish. One is, oh shoot, here's a couple, I can't remember the names. But most tobaccos that you get today are not going to increase in price that you can sell them later on. Oh, is it really? Armin, I smoked one bowl of Blood Red Moon Cult. That pipe's forever tainted with cherry flavor. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Oh, really? Doralexian pipe pipe collection in the bathroom. Wow. Because Bob Lawrence, because she likes the smell. She likes the smell of my pipe tobacco. I know. I got a winner. Paul R. Replacement stems. It's going to be hard. No. So what they do is they match the stem with the bowl or the shank. So what I would suggest is if you need a replacement, smokingpipes.com used to have a service where you could send the pipe in and say, hey, I need a new stem, and they would make you one. They've got an in-house repair station there. How you doing on time, Mike? About 5 minutes? Or are we over? Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to have to call it. I got a long drive to go back home. I hope you guys have fun on these live streams. I do. I mean, I don't get together with pipe smokers very often, so I'm so happy when I'm able to do these and get with you guys. It's so fun. Thanks for coming out. Sorry if I didn't get to your question and answer your question. But thanks for your concerns for my health. It's appreciated, and I appreciate all the well wishes and all the praises. Just I can feel the love. So again, thanks for coming. We're going to have another one in July. We'll let you know when that one's coming out. So until then, I hope every tobacco that you smoke is a sweet one, and you guys have a good night, a Good rest of your month.